welcome back to the channel. Massimo here. My mission is to help entrepreneurs like you build a thriving publishing business on Amazon KDP. Quick reminder before we dive in, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. In today's case study, I will analyze another profitable book and its keyword, and also analyze a few other successful books from a different self-publisher like me and you. We will also examine some of the books that might not perform as well and try to find out why they don't perform as well. Just to remind you guys, I have been giving away loads of valuable contents and free keywords in the last few videos. So if you appreciate the effort, do me a favor and leave some comments and like in the video, please. Now, without any further ado, drum rolls, let's go. Ta-da! That's the book. The Easiest Diabetic Diet After 60. A science-backed cookbook for managing blood sugar and heart health. Delicious recipes and meal plan for. We don't know because the guy might be just a little bit of a beginner in self-publishing and he put too many characters into this title, which is only 197 characters allowed. But nonetheless, we're gonna analyze this book today and I'll have a look what he did good, what he did not so good, and how much he's making, because he's making a lot of money. In help me doing that, I'm gonna use Amazon KDP book sales calculator, which is one of the most accurate tools that I'm using these days, to find out how many copies per day a book is selling, in conjunction with this KDP Amazon royalty calculator and my calculator itself, actually. So the keyword, which is a profitable kids keyword, is diabetic cookbooks for type 2 diabetes. Or it could be also be diabetic type 2 diabetes cookbooks. One of those. Anyway, we'll have a look at his competition later. In order for me to check if the keyword is profitable, most likely I'm going to be using these tools as well, which is DS Amazon Quick View. It's a Chrome or Brave extension free. Also, Keep Scout. I'm not really using and rely on that very much. It's just that it helps me to check the BSR quickly rather than open the page all the time. And Helium 10 is a fantastic tool, which I have a subscription. I'm just not logged in at the moment. As you can see, it will give you some average stuff here as well, but also allow me to see the BSR of the books here on top. So on the top, I got Helium 10. On the bottom is that Keep Scout, or actually the Amazon DS Amazon Quick View, and the Keep Scout is inside. That gives me some more information. So, nonetheless, we'll have a look at the other competitors later. Let's have a look at this guy. This guy is, at the moment, 8,000 in books. It means that he's selling very well. So, he only been published for a few months. I like this cover. It's not totally perfect, I would say, but it did few things that they're pretty nice. First of all, the cover looks like a magazine compared to all the other covers of a self-publisher normally do, like this one, this one. You can see, you can spot them straight away by now. If you've been following some of my videos, you've been following, you know that you can see straight away. This is a publisher. This is another publisher. This is him now. Oh, we'll have a look at. This is another one. You can tell this is another one. Now, as you can see, this one is a little bit different, is it? It looks more like a magazine. So I like that, especially the fact that there's that yellow coming up on a dark background. Also, this big round badge here, full color edition, is very nice. 2025 edition is very nice. And the benefits here, easy to follow video recipes. Apologize. Also, look at this dish. Ooh, it's very nice. I like him. So, nonetheless, let's go look how much he's making, and then we'll have a look at the remaining things. So, he's 8,022 at the moment in books. These are his A plus 8,022. So, we're gonna put that number here, 8,022. That gives us a good 30 copies per day. You tell me. 30 copies per day, 30. Not bad, eh? Now, selling point is 1663. So you always calculate that on a price strike. So 1663, and what we got here, 77 pages, 8 by 5 by 11, and it's 1663. So list price, 1663. Pages, we said 77, isn't it? I think it was 77. I remember this 8 by 5 by 11. Let's just double check on the pages. 77. So that will give us a royalty of, wow, $7.14 with a oh no, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. We have to put standard colors because this is in color. So your royalty is going to be less. Yep, it's $5.74. $5.74. Nonetheless, let's have a look at this. Bear with me. Let me get my calculator up. There it is. So $5.74 times 30 equal 172. No, what am I doing? Oh yeah, it is 30. Guys, $5,000 with one book a month, per month. $1,000, $5,000. As you can see, this is Kip Scout, which is very good for something, but this estimated revenue is not that accurate. But nonetheless, what does it tell you? Let's have a look at a few details in here, and then we move on. So the title is The Easiest Diabetic Diet After 60. So it's funny how self-publisher like me and you, when they see it, you just need one of the self-publisher that starts a trend. It could be The Easiest Diabetic or Super Easy or Science Back on the title, and then other people will copy it. Which, is it wrong to do? No, it's not really wrong, really, if it works. And if you want to take advantage and you can, why not? It's a basic human characteristic, I would say. So it's just nice because this guy must have seen this title on another cookbook, maybe on a different categories like Mediterranean diet or something. And then now all of a sudden he's thinking, oh, you know what? I can do something like this onto another niche or another profitable keywords. So the title is okay. It's nothing to write home about, but a science-backed cookbook for managing blood sugar and heart health. So delicious recipes and meal plan. The newly diagnosed diabetes made it simple. So yeah, it's not too bad. At the same time, it could have been better. He went off the characters, obviously here. Look at that, and that's not the best thing. The good on this side is got 130 reviews, which is very good. 4.5, it's okay. The number of reviews is very good. 4.5 is acceptable. It's better to have it from 4.6 onward than rather downwards. So it's right there in the middle, so that's fine. The description looks okay, especially here. Struggling to manage your blood sugar? This time back cookbook made it easy. So I like that bit. I don't like these emoticons here. I'm not a big fan of them. But nonetheless, sometimes the description is not the one that is going to make it or break it, your selling point. You know what I mean? But it goes straight to the pain point. These people, they got diabetes and it's a serious problem. It's not like they're not looking to buy a book because they want to look better. It's not like one of these gym book or something. It's just they have a problem and they need a solution, and we need to provide a solution. That's why this niche is very profitable. Let's have a look at his historical. Nonetheless, we said $5,166 for one book. Not bad at all, I think. Look at this. Look at this. How he's always been selling as a hell. Actually, 8,000 is one of his worst BSR. It seems like it normally rank around 6, 4, 3, 4, 6,000. Look at that. 7,000, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000. So he's selling even more. Probably this is a book that, as a general rule of thumb, it does maybe 6 grand, $6,000 per month. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at his A plus content. Pretty straightforward. Again, nothing to write home about, but they're not bad. Inside the book, they're probably quite readable from a mobile as well, which is statistically people buys more from mobile than desktop, especially if people are on the go. And then it's got 2 video reviews, which they certainly help. Video reviews always help. And it's got 2 of them. Very nice. They show the book on the inside, which has got color pages, and it's all a plus. Nowadays, it's very hard not to have color pictures inside your cookbook, because people will give you bad reviews if you have black and white pictures, or if you have no pictures whatsoever anyway. So, well done. Whoever is this publisher, Emma Lane is obviously a pen name, is doing quite well. I like the fact that it's got this kind of a magazine cover. It's a little bit different from the others in one way, but is still within the target. So let's have a look at the keyword itself. So I'm going to say something now that I learned from my main mentor, which is an Italian guy. He's really the king of self-publishing, I would say. Nonetheless, so he's talking about, which is the one that mentioned Gary Halbert, which is, so a lot of people say, no, but you're talking about cookbooks and things like this. But man, there's a lot of competition. How can you never going to be able to make some money in there? Let me tell you, no, that's quite the opposite, actually. Is the opposite. Now you want to go this. That's exactly because there is a lot of competition. It means that there is a lot of demand. People wants to buy, and there is a reason for that. So I want to show you this. Let me read this one. It's like something about a copywriting. This has been published in 1986. It's a legendary copywriter from the 70s, and it's saying here, as you might or might know, every now and then I will give a class on copywriting and selling. During these classes, one of the questions I like to ask my student is, if you and I both own a hamburger stand and we were in a contest to see who could sell the most hamburger, what advantages would you like to have on your side to help you win? He's saying that to his students. And the answers vary. Some of the students have said they would like to have an advantage of having superior meat from which they make their hamburgers. Others say different types of bread. Other mention location. Someone usually wants to be able to offer lowest price, and so on. So whatever. In any case, after my students are finished telling me what advantage they would most like, I usually say to them something like this: I'll give you every single advantage that you have asked for. I myself only want to have one advantage, and you will give it to me. And when it comes to selling hamburgers, I will whip the pants off of all of you with that only advantage. And everybody's like, oh, what were you talking about? What advantage you want? They ask. And the only advantage that this gentleman is talking about is here. Look, can you see it? A starving crowd. So that's what you want. Now here you can find this letter is Gary Halbert letter from 1986, and it's like a historical copywriter. And what does it tell you? It tells you that when don't listen to all these people that will say to you, that niche, that categories, that keywords is oversaturated. You won't be able to make any money in there because there's so many people in there. That's not true. That's quite the opposite. You'll be able to make money in there. All you have to do is just try to do the best job as you can, and just try to do your things correctly. And then if there is one place where you can make money, it's exactly this one. Is not I'm not talking about only this keyword, but I'm talking about generally keywords like where people are saying, oh, air fryer books, Mediterranean diet cookbooks. Yes, my friend, they've been selling forever and ever. In the last 10 years, they all been selling, and they keep still selling. They will never get oversaturated with this. So guys, keep that in mind. And I'll give you some example here. Let me just open. I just got another book here. That's another self-publisher like me and you. Look at this. This is even making even more. I wanted to see the other one because he had that cover, which was a little bit of a stands out, if you know what I mean. It was just like a magazine cover. But this one is a typical self-publishing book. You can tell somebody knows something about it. What can give you an indicator that they're selling? This guy is just not even 6 months in, and is 2,000, 3,000 in books. Do you know what that means? He's making $10,000 a month on this book. $10,000. You say, yeah, but he'll do that now. Maybe because we are a high season. No, look at this. Look, all time. This is the BSR. Look, this is his historical BSR. He's always been making good money. Always around that. Can you see that? 2,000, 3,000. We're talking about 10 grand a month with one book, guys. Why do you think this guy can do it and you cannot do that? You tell me why. Look at this A plus. They're very nice, actually. I like it. They're probably AI generated, though. But I like the colors. Yeah, they're definitely AI generated. What's this? But nonetheless, the colors are crispy. They're nice. They're right into your face. I like it. 2,000 in books, guys. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of money. Look at the pictures inside. Reviews with image. So, this is just another one. Do you want me to open another one? Oh no, sorry. Let me just open another one. Let's go here. So, should we get this one? This is another self-publisher like me and you. Look, 16,000 in books. 16,000. The one we analyzed was 8,000. This one is 2,000. This is probably not a self-publisher, by the way. But nonetheless, This is a self-publisher, 156,000, because this cover clearly is not doing something right, and also it's got 4-star. But if you got your reviews on point, you should be able to do this money too. This guy is 74,000. Look at that. Brashear, whatever his name is. This is another self-publisher. Look, 60,000 BSR. Now, Amazon doesn't lie. You got the numbers there. You can see it yourself. So don't listen to these people that have said to you, oh, don't do cookbook, don't do these things because it's oversaturated. It's not nice. You're never gonna make money. You're never gonna be able to make money because you'll have to spend money in ads. And listen, even if you make $6,000 in a month and you spend $3,000 in ads, is it rocket science or what? I don't understand. Anyway, nonetheless, we're gonna wrap it up right here. I don't want to bore you too much. Today bonus is this one. Just go and have a look at this cover, this letter, the Gary Halbert letter, which is very, very interesting. And if you want, publish on this diabetic keywords. Look at that. Type 2 diabetics cookbooks. One of those. It's gonna be very profitable. Don't think, oh, there's a lot of people and I won't be able to make any money. Yes, it's true. You won't be able to make any money if you do a shitty job. Sorry, excuse my French. If you do a cover like this one, maybe you might not be able to make some money. But if you follow the guidelines, and the guidelines are try to stick with what it works and take this cover and have a look. They're all selling great. Put them together. Try to do something very similar to all of them with your own twist. Something that doesn't diverge too much to that. And that's your selling point to begin with. And then do a nice title, nice description, good A+ content, reviews, and you'll be fine. And then it's all about ads. Now it's time to wrap it up. Hold on. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, you know the drill. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section below. Most importantly, take what you learned today and put it into action. Action is your #1 priority. A crowd that is a starving crowd that's what you want. Let me know in the comments which topic you want me to explore next. It could be anything about strategy, marketing research, covers, whatever you want, whatever you're curious about it, okay? Big thanks to everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next breakdown, okay? And remember, please, in self-publishing, you either do it right or just don't bother at all. Don't do it for peanuts, okay? You're just wasting your time. See you next time. Bye!